Are we live on YouTube? Double checking. All good. All right, we're in. Jenko? What's the last time I streamed? Yesterday, you mean? Last time I streamed was yesterday. I started much earlier today, though. I think yesterday we started like almost 4. Today we started at 1. How much Blender practice until you felt confident to make stuff? A lot, I guess. Don't get me wrong, though. There are still things where I'm not 100% confident with. Like anything organic, I can't really do too well. Anything character model related is a challenge as well. Mainly because I haven't done enough of it. So... yeah. Okay, so we add discounted. Any monsters are also out of the question, evidently. Okay, listen here, motherfucker. Okay, listen here, motherfucker. Alrighty then. Wait, hold on. Oh, shit. If an item... oh, no. We've just got ourselves into, into a bit of a trap. Here's the trap. We have certain items that have unique things. This is our normal item pickup. We've now created a child called
Shit, my
shop
pants, I did.
item pickup. The problem is, this also devolves into its own things, like flashlight and some other shit. No, not Florida. Eek. Marinated sushi, thank you for the prime. Thank you. Thank you. I have returned from the Blades of Ortera days. Oh, God. Oh, good Lord. That's an OG right there. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, no. Not that project. That was one of my first game projects. We speak not of such things. How long ago was that project? Yeah. How long ago was that? I don't, you know what? I actually don't want to know. Wait, actually, hold on. I do want to know. Never mind. Hold on. Wait. What year was it? Let's see. I think it was like 2016. Nah, it can't be 2016. Crimson's Fantasy, 2019. Playing Fortnite, 2018. Yeah, okay. Blades of Ortera, 2017 was the last video. However, it started in... ...2016. The infamous project that started out as Saber Art Online. God, I hate that. I hate everything about that. What even was the demo? There's a footage video. This is one of my first projects. Nine years ago. August 6th, 2016. But why is the widget on screen? Why does the HUD have to be on screen? This had potential. Why did you drop it? Because I knew what had to be done. Listen, I knew what had to be done. Someone liked Sword Art Online? Yeah, a little bit. Maybe a little too much. Listen, it was 9 years ago. I was 19. I was 19 years old. Can you blame me? Come on. Did this have sound effects? No. What the fuck? Now I'm old. Yeah, I'm old now. I'm fucking old. This motherfucker vehemently refuses... Okay, can you stop using these long-ass words? Refuses to add waifus, but then wanted to make an SAO game in the past. Things ain't adding up. What happened? I grew up. I got hair on my testicles. That's what happened. I mean, the next question. I still remember trying to texture this thing, chat. This was back when I was texturing everything with substance painter. Everything wasn't using tileable materials. Everything had its own unique material. It was awful, to say the least. At this point, I did not discover the power that is mixing different workflows together. Happy to see you finally join the friendslop grind set. Oh, you know it. You know it, brother. You know it. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I got tons of old videos. You guys want to see some old videos? Let's see. Oh, great. It reset my thing. You guys remember this? I had this shooter project. I was working on this for some reason. No, get back to work. All right, fine. I'll do that. Been working on Bake or Die past few months. Bake or Die? Is that like a cooking friendslop? Oh yeah. Yeah, one of the main thing that helped me learn Blender was modeling guns. A lot of hard surface modeling. A lot. Cooking Mama X COD Zombies? Wait, hold on. Excuse me? I was expecting something completely different. I was expecting, my brain was going towards like, you and your friends are all chefs or sous chefs, and it's like a really stressful restaurant, and you gotta like keep pumping out orders, or else your fucking head chef chops off your heads. That's what I was expecting, not Cooking Mama X COD Zombies. Haha, head chef. I didn't mean to do that, but that's funny. That is pretty funny. Anyways. Yeah, I make stuff. Okay, the problem with this shop item pickup is... Hit 18K concurrent users yesterday? What the hell? Wait, is it on Steam? Marinated? Bake or Die. It's not. Oh, it's on Roblox. Oh. Man, I still remember when I first started out with Roblox. I would make skate maps. My account is so fucking old, man. You have golden? Should have never stopped. Nah. It's okay. Wait, so Marinated, are you interested in Sandbox then? Since you're within that kind of realm. Well, Sandbox doesn't use Lua, I'm pretty sure, but... Have you seen about Steam's new game dev software? No. They have a new software? What's their new game dev software? I can't log into my Roblox account from 2006. A long time ago, someone apparently hacked my Roblox account. I literally don't fucking know how. And then they started using it. They literally purchased like the subscription thing on it and everything. And then I got the account back, and because I'm a nice guy, I canceled their Builders Club, which is like the subscription thing. But they were full on just using the whole account. Like they were using it daily. And then I got it back. Yep, Sonny. What am I working on today, Krim? The shop system, which I'm now having second thoughts on how I'm structuring it because of many factors. Many of factors. I want to use this, but the problem is there's certain items that are unique. Okay. Okay. Haven't heard of Sandbox? It's cool. It's cool. It's made by the Gary's Mod guys. Made by the Gary's Mod guys. And you can like make custom games and stuff. And it uses, it's like a, basically a, it uses Source 2 underneath the hood. And they also have figured out a thing where, oh, the pictures are different. There used to be a different picture here. Oh, this looks sick. They made it so you can basically, I guess, create a standalone build of your game and then sell it. Is there any details on that these days? Has there been any new details on that? What the fuck is that? It's cool. I don't know if I'll ever get into it. Admittedly, I'm too stupid to like change game engine. I'm just shit. I'm just shit. But like, look at that. Look at the user interface, man. It's got a bit of Godot vibes to it. Anybody else seeing that? But I gotta say, I do like their interface. Last week we reported that our crash rates are down. It was fake news. In fact, they're going up. We're on the up and up. It's not good, but we're on the up and up. It's cool. Anyways, we got to figure out this system because I'm stupid. So, I don't think we want to make a separate blueprint for this. Six TurboTax ads. I have no control over that. However, maybe it's trying to tell you something. It's time to do your taxes. It's time to do your personal income taxes. I unfortunately have no control over that. Sadly, Twitch hates small streamers. I'm in Jamaica. I don't do taxes. What the hell? Is that the cheat code? The cheat code is to put my business in Jamaica. Hell yeah. Roblox devs don't do taxes. And that is called tax evasion. That's called tax evasion. Okay, I'm thinking we don't use a separate blueprint for this. However, ugh. No, it's called my company doing tax evasion. You're smart. Smart. Create a separation. Yeah, sorry, my bad about the ads. Well, actually, it's not even my bad. Actually, you know what? I'm not taking any ownership over that because I literally have. I can't control that. What do you want from me? I don't have any ad stuff set up. In fact, I've requested it to not play ads, but the pre-rolls are out of my control. You can gift us subs. What do you think? What do you think? I'm just made out of fucking money? What do you take me for? XQC? You would be if you added monsters and released the game. I'm not. No, I don't know. Listen, there's a long way for this game to go, okay? There's a long way for this game to go, okay? And for all we know, it could be a really long way. Because, like, imagine the amount of bugs that might be in this because it's multiplayer. Like a long 2 more months. Let's be real. It's probably not releasing this year, guys. Let's be honest. Knowing me, Suit for Hire took me 5 years, and even that was like sort of half-baked in a lot of ways because I was just learning a lot of things. Okay. We don't want to make this a separate blueprint. Why? Because the other objects require its own unique blueprint. And by having it be... So, we're going to delete this. Goodbye. And instead, the system will determine some sort of spawner, shopkeeper manager, shop manager, one might say. That will deal with the tags associated on the stuff. But then we need a highlighting system for the pricing. Right. Early access February 29, 2028. Patch notes. Added first monster. Angry roaming sausage. Now don't worry, we'll have monsters in the game by then. We will. I think so. Yes. All right, so NPC. I guess we could put this in the NPC folder, although I guess it's not really NPC. It's kind of an NPC. See, we have like these unique item pickup stuff that do like custom stuff. Like for example, the glow stick has a light associated. You know? Yeah. Huh. DayZ was in early access for like 10 years or so. They set a precedent, time to follow it. I don't think I'm going to release this game in early access. Or at least I don't know if I will. I don't know if I want to deal with early access again, I'm going to be honest. I really don't know if I want to deal with early access again. I really don't know if I want to deal with it again. Item pickup. Then we need a thing in here. Oh, we need... Why not? Early access is fun. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to deal with that again. Because here's the thing. No matter what, I'm going to release the game in a state where I feel that it is more than good enough to sell. Right? So what would be the reasoning or the point to doing an early access if it is going to feel like it's a playable game? That makes sense. The downside is people will have some expectation if you actually release it. The thing is, even if I release it as early access, they're still going to have an expectation. It doesn't matter. They paid money for it. They're still going to have an expectation. Like, say, having monsters. Well, we'll have monsters when we release the game. We'll have the monsters. What was the downside of early access on Sue for Hire? Well, to be fair, Sue for Hire was like my first game release. So there was a lot of things I did wrong beyond just early access. You know what I mean? You catch what I'm putting down? You have a glove? You need to catch it. Catch what I'm putting down. I'm throwing it down. I'm throwing it down right now. I don't know. I guess we could release an early access. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about early access right now, especially after like the way that... Yeah. Maybe you convince that really toxic Sufire reviewer to play your next game, just toss them a key. There's a couple of them. They're extremely unhinged. I think they're mentally unwell, and I recommend that they go see a psychiatrist and maybe other professionals that could help them. They got some major fucking problems, okay? And I'm not dealing with that. Yeah. I'm also not sure if I should release my first game in early access or not. I don't know. I think the thing is, even if you do an early access release, you're still essentially releasing your game. Just assume, at least in my opinion, there will be some people that are understanding of the process of it. But I think most people are going to think, oh, well, I purchased this product. I'm going to assume that this product still works and has a considerable amount of content. If anything, by releasing an early access, basically what you're saying is more updates, content, shit ton coming, you know, because that's what people assume. They see early access and they're like, oh, more content updates are coming. I feel like that's what people expect. Whereas when they see a 1.0, might be a little bit looser rather than an early access. So yeah. Yeah. That's my problem with early access. I feel like obviously I will be adding a bunch more content to this game. Like I plan on probably working on it for an additional year, maybe after release. Maybe. I don't know. I'll be 30. Holy shit, I'm going to be 30. I'm going to be 30 by the time this game's done. All the friendslop games release in early access anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Depends how successful it is. I think Steam says early access is supposed to mean you involve the players in the dev process. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and you can involve them as much as you want. But the reality of it is people are still going to expect a product because they purchased it with their money. Even if it says in big fucking red text, hey, this game isn't done yet, blah, 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 blah. Even if you had a fucking huge stop sign with neon lights around it and everything, it doesn't matter. They still paid a certain amount for it, right? Here's what this is going to be how I word it. Early access is like a Big Mac. Okay. Okay, here's my okay. Sit down. You listening? Okay. It's like a Big Mac. All right. Yeah, a Royale with cheese, double patty, big bun, mac sauce. Okay. However, if the early access tastes like shit and it's dry and it's bland, they're gonna eat the Big Mac, be disappointed, and then sure, you can try to bring in a new Big Mac, but it's gonna be hard for them to try out the new Big Mac. You know what I mean? You get what I'm putting down? You guys understand what I'm saying? You guys get what I'm saying? Have you considered adding anime titties to your game? I'm talking about Big Macs, man. Can you like put your pants back on? Okay, listen. What's this emote? Is it fat fuck? No, it's noted. Don't we have a noted emote? Fine, all right, fine. Just take it, fine. Take it, whatever. Do what you want. I heard it increases sales. You're trying to help out. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I have a game concept for an FPS game called This Game's Broken, and have the game full of bugs, but the bugs are crazy. Like you can spawn in the wrong spawn and sharks eat you, etc. Pianos fall on your head. Those just sound like mechanics. They don't sound like bugs. Blame Bethesda releasing AAA games as early access? No, I think this has always been the case about early access since the very beginning. This song from/in Schedule 1? Yes. Schedule 1 soundtrack? Banger. All across the board. Had to step in and introduce some of the idea of some juggly juggloos. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You got to think about how it'll look if streamers pick it up day one. That's another thing to consider. If YouTubers pick up your game and then they make a YouTube video on your game, guess what? That's on YouTube forever now. And you got to get lucky if those YouTubers come back to your game if you update it with some magical things. File a DMCA. That, ow! Ah! Yeah, that is a great idea. That'll end well. Yeah, initial release, extremely important, even if it is early access. That's my opinion. I think early access is just an opportunity for you to say, hey, we're going to add more, so then people can expect more. That's it. That's, I feel like, the perception people have of it. Maybe they'll see a few bugs, right? And then maybe they'll be a little bit more lenient on it. However, like... Or you could just do early access like Heartbound for eternity without updates. Yeah, I'll just become a game streamer and then work on a Minecraft mod instead. I spoke the truth and the game developer took me to court? Yeah, you're helping them make more content. Did you try that Python material generator? I got no feedback from your Discordettes. They're all useless. Don't even bother. I have not used it yet, no. Because I just haven't had the need for anything like that yet. How many people actually notice the early access tag on a game? I genuinely feel like it's gotten to a point where people have actually like filtered that shit out of their brain. Like they don't even see it anymore. I feel like it's gotten to a point where people have actually filtered out the early access thing altogether. It's just gone. Let's see, what's the most popular early access game that we can find here? Do early access games show up in top sellers? They do, right? Do they not? Isn't Gray Zone Warfare early access? What the fuck? It doesn't even show the tag on. I thought early access games forced it to show the tag. This just makes it even worse. Like, I know it shows this, but people are not gonna listen. People have ignored this. This doesn't even appear in their brain anymore. It's just bye. But yeah, I think at the end of the day. Wait, you can do this now? Can you just add banners? Wait, hey, wait, can you just do that? How'd they do that? Is that a new thing? Or is this just exclusive to this game because they make more money than all of us combined? Road to Vostok is going to be EA soon. I really want Road to Vostok to do well. However, if it doesn't have more content than it shows, I think its biggest downfall is going to be the initial amount of content in the game. I hope they have a lot more than what they've been showing. Than fishing, shooting things, setting up a base by just moving shit around. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's got to be more to it. Personally. I'm sure they got some stuff like up their sleeve, but it's releasing in a week. Dude, I hope it does well, man. More than the permadeath journey. I feel like it needs to have more than just that. Otherwise, it really needs to like go all in on like the shooting and stuff. Like Tarkov has the whole concept of like you're gun jamming and then you gotta repair it by pushing 5 million fucking hotkeys. Like, this stuff is cool, but what does it provide to me? Can I, like, put a generator down and, like, you know what I mean? Do stuff like that? Like, I think that might be a problem. Said something about quests, etc. Yeah. I hope it does well, though. No, don't get me wrong. I hope it does well. I think my only concern looking at it is the potential amount of, like, content that's there. I also know that many people want a game that they can replay over and over for longer than that. Don't get me wrong. I think as a dev, you shouldn't be focusing on a game that can be replayed over and over. Just focus on making something really just good. Just fun, good, and then people will respond well to it, right? But it does require a certain threshold of amount of content and variability for a game like this. I understand it's trying to be a stalker-like, but there's no... this game doesn't have anomalies, right? It's all just like grounded stuff, if I remember correctly. I feel like Stalker does well because of the concept of anomalies. Or at least it's a good factor that plays into the cake. We'll call it the cake. Yeah, I gotta say, the UI is not very good. How about Metro? Metro is a single player story, but it has like a bunch of other stuff too, does it not? Like monsters and whatnot? Metro is like... Metro, yeah. This is a lot more open. Like, it's not a single player story or anything like that. It's... I guess there might be a story. Hardcore single player survival game set in post-apocalyptic. Yeah. Like, I think the permadeath aspect will be a big aspect of it. Don't get me wrong. But we'll see. We'll see. Listen, I'm not trying to be like a Debbie Downer or anything like that, being negative or anything. I am just like, I'm just concerned about... I hope it does really well. I hope it does really well. Challenge part sounds great for streamers and players who like games with a punishing system. For sure. Well, it brings in like an audience that are interested in games like Project Zomboid, where you got like permadeath and whatnot. I feel like it's got to go beyond just, oh, you die, you lose all your shit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's got to go beyond just that. Maybe it goes into a realm where it comes down to NPC interactions, like the way that NPCs react to stuff and whatnot. Maybe that becomes a factor, but then the NPCs have to be really good, the behaviors and whatnot. I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. I'm sure they're cooking up some good stuff. I'm sure they're cooking up some good stuff. I know the first part of it doesn't have permadeath, and then when you make the plunge into later environments, permadeath kicks on. So that's where I think it's going to be interesting, seeing how fun or interesting is it to do the early stages, right? Because the early stages are going to be things that players are going to be doing constantly, because when they die in permadeath, okay, now they're back in the spots where there's not permadeath. And then what is the price? What's the goal for them when they go into permadeath zone? Do they just get more variety of items? You know what I mean? I feel like it gets into a territory of like, there's got to be little challenges in those areas. Maybe there's certain quests. So then the goal is to finish all the quests in those like very high danger areas. Maybe I could see that being an appeal. Somebody finishing a whole quest line that's like high risk. That becomes the goal. Possibly. I could see that being a factor. But then again, that early stage has got to be fun, because like people will die. Like the concept of a permadeath is you're basically expecting players to die. That becomes part of the loop, right? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Okay, anyways, back to work. Maybe you have to rebuild your whole car from scratch, like in My Summer Car. Dude, hell yeah. You're a Ripper Junkie. We're living through dark times in our gaming industry, but I feel really happy for you. Thank you. I think I don't like saying I got lucky, but I do feel like there's a level of privilege to be in the position that I'm in, for sure. There's definitely a level of privilege to be in the position that I'm in currently. Yep. Dude, my hair is like falling. What's going on? I'm going bald. Okay, so item pickups. I think we're gonna need a separate blueprint to set up all the items in here as well. We're gonna need some sort of like shop manager. So I think we'll do that. We'll put this in NPCs. We'll call this BP underscore buy goodbye shop manager. We'll put that in here. Okay, and this will manage all of the items that spawns in and stuff. Hey, Mortis. Been a while, just curious to know your take on all the simulator games. I think they're fun. Depends which ones. I like the ones that are a little bit more loose, but you know, I respect all the other games, like the farming ones and whatnot. Yeah, thank you, Ripper Junkie. Definitely put in the hard work. Oh, yeah, I put in the work. I put in the hours for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this could actually just be on the server because it's going to spawn all the items from the server. Debate about the fact that there's great games that don't reach a certain level of success to keep going. So there's lots of variables to put in the equation. It's yeah. I don't know how to explain it, I guess. But I feel like I you know, it's nice to be in a situation like this with everything going on. That's what I mean by privileged, I guess. Like, yeah, I know I put in the work, but I guess it's the like right time, right place to be in a situation like this with everything going on and whatnot. So you put something in game dev chat? What you got? Did you just crack your knuckles? I would say the camera shake is a bit... There's a lot of camera shake going on. But I'm liking the sound effects. I'm liking the sound effects. Oh yeah, okay. We might want to tone down the camera shake a little bit. Just a tad. And by a tad, I mean maybe 80% of it. Yeah, I know you guys can't hear the sound effects. Sorry, my bad. But the sound effects are good. The sound effects are good. Very good. Very punchy. I like it. I like it. I would say, yeah, camera shake is a lot of maybe too much camera shake. Maybe a little ambient light could be nice. A little ambient light could be really, really nice. Unless that's kind of like the art style you want to go for, is a very dark kind of look, but yeah, it would be nice to see a little bit, because these are just full blacks. Like I can't see anything beyond the areas where the light is. But other than that, looking good so far. Soares, do you usually make music for my games, or do I hire freelancers? I hire people for that. Music is a whole world of its own that while I have purchased Ableton and FL and I have guitars and stuff, and I like to kind of do it, it's more like on a hobby basis. I try to kind of do some stuff myself, but it's hard to like break through into that kind of realm. That's a whole world of its own. That's like 17 new jobs on top of the 17 million jobs that I'm currently trying to do with everything in here. Oh. Have I tried other engines? Do I have a video about the topic? I tried Unity for a week when I first started game development, but that's about it. So not really. Not really. So ideally we'd want some shelving to then spawn the item on some shelves. Krim is something of a musician himself. Nah, man, music is a whole world of its own. You got composition, then you got like mastering, then you got mixing, then you got like 5 million other fucking things on top of that. That's a whole ass like That's a whole other world. I can't do that. I got programming, I got art, I got all animating. I got too much shit on my table. It's too much. Music is such an important task that I feel like it deserves a specific person that's been focusing their whole life on that. You know what I mean? I feel like that it's such an important part of video games, in my opinion. It creates such an identity for a game that I feel like it just needs someone that knows it inside and out, or at least a team of people to know how to do it. The same could be said about sound design as well, but I've been able to kind of scrape by with sound design. Nothing crazy, but yeah. Okay, so at the beginning of the manager spawning in, we need to randomize the items that are here. I'm not sure if I'll stick with Unreal, but I think I'll just ignore the things I heard online. Just use one tool and forget the others like you. Dude, just use whatever you want to use. Use what works for you. Do your own research and don't listen to Redditors and whatnot. My best advice in game dev is to actually just stop listening to advice and just make things. Everybody in this fucking platform in game development is trying to be a fucking guru these days. Just get in there and make cool shit. Doesn't matter what you're using, in my opinion. Sure, if you want to use AI, go ahead. I might slightly judge you in the back, but you know, whatever. If you want to just fucking whatever, man. Who gives a shit? Whatever. Let's be real. It's probably going to get to a point where gamers don't give a fuck. It will get to a point. I hate saying that, but it is probably going to get to that point where people just don't give a shit. Unfortunately, this is how the reality of it is. But personally, for me, I'm never going to use it. Yeah, everybody has their own opinions and whatever about, oh, this game engine, this tool pipeline, whatever, this and this. Just go in there and make stuff. I think time and time again we've been proven. Proved. It's been proven that it doesn't matter what game engine you're using. It matters how you're able to use them and make the things that you need to make with them. Because literally every game engine has very successful games made with them. You got Game Maker, RPG Maker. You got tons of people making great games in Unity. Tons of people making great games in Unreal. Godot. Doesn't matter. Custom game engine. It don't matter. 90. I'm going to throw out a random percentage stat. There's probably like 60-70% of people that are saying things and being elitist about certain software. They probably haven't released a successful game. So let's be honest. Now, that's not a factor that takes into account on anything, because there's tons of successful game developers who have made successful games, but they don't actually know what went into making that successful game. That's another factor to take into account as well. Like for myself, just because I have a game release that did relatively well, I don't know if I'd consider that as like me being you know, someone who could be like, yeah, I can show you success. Like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I heard rumors that Cakes made $500,000 with Tangy TD. Oh, he definitely, if he isn't making 500K now gross, he's definitely going to make it in his like next discount sale or next few discount sales. He's definitely going to hit 1 million gross within probably the next year. I would say, like, I think he might just have to keep updating it, maybe add some content and stuff. Would definitely be like keep the train going, I would say. Keep the snowball going is what I would recommend to him. I would understand if he's burnt out though. Trust me. I was burnt out on Suit for Hire. I was burnt out on it. Yeah. Did you use AI for searching for things in the documentation, learning Blender to create my own characters, but the rest buy it from assets or hire someone? Yeah, that's fine. As soon as he hits 500K, you should buy a Porsche 911. That's my recommendation. I haven't done it because I'm not, you know, I haven't made it enough. My goal is hopefully whatever, hopefully the next game, hopefully this game when it releases, hopefully I can, I don't know, buy a house. Shit's expensive. It's crazy. Grim skipped the Porsche and bought a yacht. I wish. Actually, no, I don't wish. I hate boats. You kidding me? You kidding me? I hate boats. I fucking hate the water. Okay, so on begin play, this needs to spawn in a bunch of items. No context, would be cool to see how similar sized games perform Roblox versus Steam. Well, the Roblox the guy who made Lethal Company used to be a Roblox developer. If I remember correctly, he made a bunch of horror games on Roblox and did pretty well. So I would say that's a pretty good, like, indicator of, you know, transferring knowledge from one platform to another. Yeah. Okay, so on begin play, we want to spawn all the items. Spawn all the items. Let me find the item spawning system because we'll just reuse that. That is in the train manager. Cabin manager manages the item spawns. BP item spawn volume. So this is our function for gathering items. We can probably copy this over. I guess we could use the item spawn volumes, huh? Could we, actually? Server spawn item in volume. Okay, we're gonna probably want our own custom thing for this if we do this. Spawn actor from class selected item, and then the selected item is randomized. Okay, right now we'll just randomly spawn a bunch of random shit. We'll just randomly spawn some shit. Okay, so get primary asset ID list, set selected item. So we'll do this, event begin play. This will be the potential items list. And then for now, I guess we'll just spawn a bunch of items over here and then it'll just fall on the ground because fuck it. Whatever. So we'll do... We don't need a seed system for this, although ideally at some point we should. We'll do last index as a random integer in range. Let's do 4 to 8, so that there's a potential for 9 items, 9 purchasable items to be purchased. Then we'll randomly choose an item, and then we'll spawn an item. So to select a random item, and then it's going to go through, load the primary asset, load the object, go here, do a bunch of shit. Item pickup. Okay, so in the item tags, we want this to be editable and expose on spawn. That is going to probably break a few systems. That's okay. For now, we're not going to have a discount system. So let's just do shop preview. Then we can figure out the discounts at a future date. Here, please, default. Get actor location. Try to adjust location, but always spawn. So this will do all of this fun stuff. Okay, good. So that... When we get to the station, which I might have to make it so... Oh, God. We're going to need... Dude, we need a dev menu. we need a dev menu. This is ridiculous. There's rats in the train. Have I considered ImGUI? I've never tried it. It's not really the concern here. I think it's just the fact that we don't have a system in place. Okay, that should be enough to get us to the end of the station. Do it right now, Krem? I know. Oh my God, we've stopped. Oh, great. Get in there. I need your fuel. This doesn't have anything in it. It might have a bomb. Poor rat unfollowed. Hey, listen, he's not paying rent. He was evicted. I do need to make the rats sound more disgusting so then nobody feels bad about them. They need to like sound like they need like a deep voice. You know, I don't know, something like that. Okay, now we should be able to get to the route. God, we need a dev menu, bro. I need a dev, and the fuel already ran out. Oh, you've got to be fucking me. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm not going to be able to test this properly without... Yeah. Plunger. The big chunk of coal. Big chunk of coal. Huge chunk. Big coal. Record player. Fuck. All right. Yeah, we need a button. Come on! Oh, come on, man. We're right there. We're come on. Oh, wait, the plunger. And the camera. Not the camera, the flashlight. Even I think it's camera. Okay, come on. This is a joke. All right, put the gear in the thing. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. There's rats all over the place. You know what? It actually might be faster if I just reset all this. Go to the train system real quick. And then we speed up how fast it progresses. And then I can get to the end really quickly right now because I'm not dealing with this right now. We need to put the dev menu in. I need to make the dev menu. We need that ASAP. Okay, let's see if it spawned a bunch of items for us. Okay, so here are all of our shop items. It spawned a bunch of garbage. Which we probably don't want it to spawn a bunch of garbage. But if anything, actually, maybe that makes it funnier, I guess, having a bunch of garbage. Although, it shouldn't be items like this. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, so... alright. So, now, it's spawning items in. Hey man, you good? God, he looks disgusting. We need to make it so his head turns towards you. That's gonna be something. Make it spawn random sex toys. We already got that. It's called the glow stick. And if you're feeling frisky enough, the uranium rock. However, I would not recommend using that for... Is there a second glow stick? Where's the second glow stick? It's in the ground. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Gah! Come on! Yeah, alright. I don't know why... Yeah, I don't know why it's just in the ground. Unreal Physics be like, oh yeah, let me just clip through everything. Okay, so, next step. Let's make this faster so I don't have to stare at the screen every 5... Okay, because I'm not going to make a dev menu just yet. Although we will. That'll be our... Probably... We need to do that. We need to do that. Okay, so this has shop preview as a thing. Okay, next step. We need some metal detector type of dealio, where if you run through it with an item that has a preview tag associated, then it removes it from your inventory. So, I probably should have made a folder for this. I guess we'll just put it in NPC. No, actually, I'm gonna make a new folder for this. Shop. Put the thing in the shop. Go here. And then in the shop, we're going to call this BP underscore item shop item detector. Yes. You're watching Kerm refusing to make things easy for himself? No. I made it so we can speed up the train station so I can quickly test it out. That's me making it easy for myself. Listen here, motherfucker. Don't. So pawn and I guess physics body. What is it? What are you? What are you? Physics body. Yeah. And physics body. Okay, so begin overlap. What's that thing behind the bars? It's a shrimp. It's a shrimp monster. It's the shopkeeper. He's kind of a shrimp. Like literally, his design is inspired by a shrimp. Also, his nose is runny. His nose is permanently runny. It's a bad cold day. How many weeks have you said I definitely should have a dev menu by now? I don't know, since the beginning of this project. Since the beginning of this project, basically. Good we are. Eesh. Okay, so first thing, if the other actor is equal to... Does this have a tag? Tags. Grabbable. Item. If true. Cast the item pickup. I'm so excited for AI to take over all technology. I just want to make all the games slop. Mods? Mods? So I guess this will be a basic system, destroy actor. Although we probably want to give it like an effect of it being deleted. But for now, we'll just put this in here. Five push-ups? No, I don't think so. In fact, you should sign up for my new LLM-based game engine where you can design the game all within the game engine by talking to an AI. Did you guys see, I don't know if this is true. Can someone confirm this for me? Anything you generate in Suno, if it uses any sort of Warner Bros. Content, it's literally only owned by Warner Bros. And like, if you try to do anything commercial with it, they take a large percentage of the income from it, and you can't put it into anything and copyright it yourself. That's the future of AI. The future that people don't understand. And thank God. Thank God. There's no copyright for AI generated garbage. Well, they found a way of doing it with Suno, I guess. And they'll do the exact same thing with everything else. Or they'll just say that it has no copyright. So you literally cannot protect anything that utilizes it. What if I tell the AI to change it enough where it's legally distinct? I don't think so. Because literally in the terms of service, that's how they have it structured apparently. I love that. Did you see that they canceled Sora? Yeah, supposedly, from a fucking post that I saw, it was eating up $1 million a day. Supposedly. Money makes no sense. $1 million a day. Fucking stupid ass. Can you never use AI for anything? The only thing I use is maybe like Notion to like help me with come up like... But like this is like what? I don't know, 3 trees killed, 5 gallons of water destroyed. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I only use it for like some text stuff, helping me fix some grammar. That's about it, though. I hate all other uses of it, personally. You seem to hate AI so bad, even though it's actually an amazing tool. You're the word tool is important. I hate it because it has a profound impact on the usage, on the usability of the internet. And don't worry, you'll see it too, and you'll probably hate it too at some point as well. Yes, I understand there are good ways of using it and there are bad ways of using it. I'm sorry, but the bad ways of using it have just flooded the internet, that it just made the internet experience fucking awful. Also, yeah, I also hate that too. AI is literally fucking used for everything. Oh, hey, we have a dishwasher. It has AI. How about you suck my balls with your AI? The problem is not AI in itself, it's the users. Yes, but to which point do we start assuming, okay, if a tool is only really being used in the loudest way possible to ruin a platform, which is the internet, at which point is it the user's fault or the tool's fault for facilitating such damage? I don't know. Maybe that's a roundabout way of looking at it. I just hate it. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. And it's also, a lot of this AI stuff is being used in a very malicious way where it's taking copyright-written content that it's not allowed to use and then using it to train on it. And don't fucking use that thing where it's like, well, humans do the same thing. No, we don't. We're not robots. We have a fucking brain. We have two hands. We have to do things manually. But then people are going to bring up, well, it's just a tool, just like how a hammer is a tool. Well, yeah, but a hammer is done using a human being who's fucking hammering things. Don't use that as an excuse either, because that's just a horrible fucking argument. Anyways, let's stop talking about this shit. It's fucking boring now. Let's be real. Talking about this stuff, we talk about this stuff like for like months now. Let's just stop bringing it up. I don't like talking about this anymore. It's boring. It's boring. Use whatever you want to use. I don't care. I don't care anymore. You know, use whatever you want to use. If you want to use it, go for it, you know? Go for it. What happened to my coffee? What the hell? Tell us how your phone calls are going. I got my laundry machine fixed. It was as simple as it was simple. It cost me quite a bit just because a rubber hose found its way behind a panel. Not Tim Hortons coffee. Who do you take me for? Joel Zimmerman? Motherfucker, I don't drink Tim Hortons coffee. When's the last time I had Tim Hortons coffee? Sad? No, more like not sad. Sorry, I'll judge Joel on this one. Tim Hortons coffee sucks ass now. It's not good. The last time I had Tim Hortons, which was the last time ever, which it was like the nail in the coffin, they put super old fucking coffee. Like it coagulated. It turned into cheese in the coffee. McDonald's coffee is better now? Well, that's because McDonald's coffee is now what Tim Hortons coffee used to be, if I remember correctly. They took their distributor or something. So yeah, McCafe now has better quality coffee. And now Tim's has a different distributor, or I don't know what they do with it, and it just sucks balls. Both of them technically suck balls. Go to a local coffee place. But if I were to get a coffee, yeah. I did recently have to get a McCafe coffee because I went to my my in-laws and I didn't have a coffee that day and I had a massive fucking headache, and the closest thing, well, they had a coffee machine, but it was one of those like shitty pods, and I was like, there's no fucking way. So I went to a McDonald's instead. What's a good coffee franchise in Canada? Honestly, depending on where you go, where are you going? You're going to Vancouver, aren't you? Brother, you'll probably have so many like local coffee places you'll give try out, honestly. Don't get grocery store coffee. If you do, you can maybe get... Don't get dark roast unless you hate yourself. You can, but I recommend medium or light. Dark coffee is literally just burnt coffee, unfortunately. Can you add this emote, please? What is it? What is it? What is it? All right, fine. All right, fine. What is it? Emote slop? Am I bad for just using an espresso? I don't like it personally, but to each their own. You know, the only thing I'll say about an espresso is the material waste. Huge material waste. Crazy material waste. Just for those pods. I only feel safe in the sweet embrace of a large franchise. Because I think you're going to Vancouver. I don't know what kind of local or even coffee there might be. But it's recyclable. Yeah, they just say that. They just say that. They just say that. All right, so we have our destroy actor system. This will destroy any items that go through it. Let's check that that works. Yeah, I'm okay. To anybody joining in, yeah, the coffee conversation, I am being a bit like a coffee snob as like a meme. But yeah, no, I would say if you are gonna get coffee, I would say like what kind of local brands you might have. Okay, let's see. So when we bring this through the door, it should Why am I looking down? Oh, it's because there's an item in front of me. Now I'm looking to the right. Hey, stop! What you looking at? It would appear that our item thing doesn't work. Her. Two different places, base theater. So this is the this guy sells items. The other guy over here, this is the other shopkeeper. This is the guy that buys items. So he buys items, so we can sell here, and then we buy stuff using the currency that we have at this place. Two separate guys. Got tall guy who's got a snotty nose, and you got other guy who's got a cigar. He's kind of cool. Okay, why do the items kind of spawn into the ground? Why does that happen? We need to fix that. That's really annoying. I got the cheapest instant coffee possible. Okay, but some instant coffees are actually not that bad anymore these days. It's actually kind of crazy. So, is it just... Instance moving object? Huh. The shop preview is not activating. Query only, no physics collision. Pawn, physics, body, world, dynamic. Let me guess, this doesn't have an overlap for world dynamic, huh? It does. Well, clearly this isn't running. What if his nose was super long, it poked through the snot, was hanging on the sides, poking through the grate? I don't want to make his nose too long, because it's going to change his design. The poor guy's already got to deal with enough, you know what I mean? Okay, we got to figure out why hits face into object. So I just ran through it, so it can read me. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Oh, you. Oh, come on. Get out of there. Come on, get out. Oh shit, there's a shadow appearing on the thing now. In our item preview, what? Is there an object blocking the light? I'm pretty sure there's a spotlight on this. Yeah, well. Okay, so now. True. Continue the execution. No, that's not what I wanted it to do. Wait, did it disappear? I can't tell if it disappeared. Now it's not working anymore. What? Why did it work? It worked once and then it just stopped working? What? Why not? Oh, I just realized what I did. Oops. I'm not destroying the item. I'm destroying the collision box. The entire detection system. I'm destroying the oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. Man, I'm a little stupid. Yeah, I'm a little dumb. Okay, step into the node, and then it stopped, which I'm assuming means that it didn't delete it. Okay, get this breakpoint out of here. I don't want to... Alright, so... It deletes it. I think what would look cool for the items that get deleted, it does like a kind of like a half-life effect. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The one where it like disintegrates the object. I think that happens when you shoot it with like a thing. When you shoot it with a thing, that's exact. Yes, when you shoot it with a thing, it like disintegrates. What we could do for each of these objects is it just adds material to it, and then it just disintegrates it. Make the NPC shoot the object. Okay, so now the next thing is when you have an item in your inventory, we need to delete the item that's in your inventory that has the associated tag. Okay, so that's the next step. Where's the player? Can you show the seller in unlit mode? It's not going to help at all. It's literally not going to help. He's a shrimp. He's a shrimp. He's too tall for the ceiling. He's slouched. He's got two eyes. He's got a mustache type of deal. He's got snot coming out of his nose. Yes. He's the guy. Oops, ass. It's beautiful. I know. I know. He's a great looking guy. Also, his exit door, which is technically supposed to be here, is comically small. It's going to be comically small. So then you wonder, how the hell does he get out of here? He's got to crawl out. Okay, so what we'll do here is other actor, cast to player character, which we still need to rename, by the way, because it needs to be a player pawn. And then we need to check the inventory. And then we need to check the items, the inventory. The inventory in the inventory. Do a for each loop. And check all items that have an item tag. Break. Has tag. Shop preview. If they have a shop preview item, we need to delete that item. And to delete that item, am I using a UV light? Why does my webcam have such a pinkish tone? I don't know. It just changes the colors 24/7. Listen, it's a stupid, shitty webcam, Logitech webcam. I have no control over the color profile for it. It's just my skin. I'm very pink. And pink. Yeah. If I held my breath, I could turn into a tomato. So let me see here. How do we remove an item from the item inventory component? Try it? No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm kind of... No, I'm okay. You know, I'd rather not. I think I'm okay. I'd rather not. Remove item from inventory. Item index. Okay, so I guess we could just do this and then just read this and remove from inventory. Array index. And then we probably have to manually update. Right. Server item looted, add item to inventory. Update inventory slot UI in the player controller. Update. Current inventory index? Oh, fuck. What is this? What the hell am I listening? What the hell? When we remove an item from the inventory, is it going to update the inventory? No, it's not. Well, fuck me, I guess. Oh, wait, no, on rep, it will update. Okay, hold on. We might be good then. Actually, on rep, might be good. Jeez. So, I think the item is deleting. Oh, wait. No, I'm able to drop it. Well, I wasn't able to pull out the sponge. So, I feel like it is removing the item. Or is it removing the item? Show me the player. Drop. Item dropping. Okay. So we server player drop item. Remove the item from the inventory. Update player inventory UI. Yeah, all right. I hate this code already. What kind of music playlist am I listening to? It's just Spotify doing its thing, man. It's just Spotify doing I'm just letting it do its thing, man. I'm just letting it do its thing. You know, it can do whatever it wants to do. I'm not going to judge it. It can do whatever it wants. Man, I really need a better, like, remove system from this. This is ridiculous. This is redonkulous. So we remove the item from the inventory. But it does not destroy the current equipped item. Yeah. We can figure that out later. I just want to see if it removes itself from the inventory first. That's important. We can do step by step. All right, plunger, let's see where you go. It's gone. Yes. Okay, but what if I have the sponge equipped? So I think what's going to end up happening is going to remove it from the item, but it's not going to remove it from our thing. Which honestly should happen on its own, automatically, without me having to rewrite the system 24/7. Because that's really stupid. Also, it did not add it in the right slot. I think it still thinks there's something here. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. We got some... It seems to have kept the trombone. It's very likely when we moved slots, it did not keep the item tags. Okay. This is going to be... This is going to be a mess. I think we can make this code feel a lot better. I think we can make this code feel... I think we can... Yeah, we can definitely make a better way of doing this. For one, when we remove an item from an inventory, the visual item or the current equipped item should delete itself automatically if we have something there. Want some marinara for that code? I need some meatballs for this code. I need some meatballs. I could go for like some spaghetti and meatballs. I could like homemade spaghetti and meatballs. Oh shit, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so when we swap an item to another inventory section, it should also swap over any tags. Based off of what I can see here. Uh-oh. Well, that's not very good. So let's take a look at the UI system and we'll figure it out from there. Okay, so let's see here. Hotbar item. Okay. Wait, apparently that's not it. This is not it. Hotbar slot. Aha! Yaha! Okay, move index to index. Oh, it should retain the tag. Oh no. It should 100% retain the tag. Uh-oh. Let me double check that that's actually what caused that, or if it's that weird bug where we dragged it into a slot and then like a bug occurred. What the hell was that noise? I heard like the air horn just randomly hit something. I just realized that doesn't have attenuation. Okay, so if I equip this, but then move it to a different slot, it deleted it. And now it's working just fine. What? I don't understand. Okay, well now we have this here. What if I move that there? Huh? What? Oh! I think I know what happened. When we drop the item. Yes. Finally have a game trailer now? Is it on YouTube? Let's check it out. We can check out the trailer. I think it's when we drop it. Ah. Aha. Aha. Okay, when I drop it. Yeah, when we drop it, it does not drop with the associated tags. Let me fix that. Aha. Here's the YouTube link. Oh, here we go. Let's see. What you got? God. Copyright music, probably. Okay, we probably won't turn it on then. I won't turn on the audio then. Hold on, let's see. The Cursed Voyage. Okay, wait, hold on. What's with the Ford F-150? Is that a Ford F-150? What is that? Or Hyundai? What? E. E for truck. Oh, I get an E for pickup. Oh, it's E for pickup. I got it. Oh god. Okay, but what's with the what? This is a placeholder dialogue will be replaced. Press space to continue. All right. Rum. Wait, is this just it's Jack Sparrow Simulator? It's just Jack Sparrow Simulator. Now this is a game I would play. Finally, the sauce. Okay, unironically though. Okay. Unironically though. You could 100% lean into this. No, I'm being serious. You could lean into this kind of realm because people are interested in games like this that are kind of it's a blue screen. Now, okay. Some stuff in here might be copyright infringement, but you could 100% lean into it. Like into the comedy aspect. I'm not sure if that was intended, but I can tell you E for pickup. Nice. Rum. I am leaning into it. I pushed the whole lighting, zombies, and weapon attacks today. Hell yeah. Because I'm pretty sure like there's like a whole niche audience that are like very interested in like styles of games like this, right? I love how it's supposed to be the trailer. It's literally like, hey, here's a playthrough. I made it in 10 minutes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Item to remove item tags. E for pickup. Dude, I was like, wait, hold on, why is... And then I was like, pickup truck. I cut 90% of the gameplay, don't want to spoil much. Yeah, all right, all right. God, I hate my code. Want to check it? I just can't run any games or demos or whatever. I can't. It could be the coolest looking thing. But just yeah. My trust in everything on the internet is... I thought E was for drive. At first I was like, you turn into a pickup truck and then you start driving around, and then I thought about it. I was like, oh wait, pickup E. Yeah. I really, in my head, my expectation was, oh, the character just turns into a truck, like a transformer. But then it clicked. Then it clicked. I might add an unlockable school bus. Why not? Yes. Okay, we need to change that. Why is the air horn... Now I'm starting to understand why the sound effect sounded weird. It doesn't have any attenuation. Okay, so I pick up the item, then I drop the item, and then I pick up the item, and now it should delete still. Yes! It's just the only thing that's not deleting is when it's in your hand. No problem. But now it still retains a tag, so when you leave, it will delete the object. Now, when we leave with an item here, still deletes it. Okay, good. Record player, goodbye. All right. We've got icons now? We do, yes. It dynamically... Let's just say that it's under the world. And it dynamically... loads itself. How long have I been working on this project? Oh, I see why the lighting is broken. It's because we should probably drag that even lower. I think it's been 4 months now. I think 4 months. Something like that. We might be nearing the 5-month mark already. Somehow. Don't ask me how. I literally don't know how. We haven't spawned any air horns. You know how I know? Because I didn't hear the ding ding ding. Okay. We're set. So now the next thing is when we delete an item, we need to respawn it back into the shop. Yeah, that's next. The next step is we need to respawn it. Luckily, when we remove an item, we gain access to its data asset. 5 months passed already? That's what I'm saying! Here's $1 million idea. When you delete it, what if you just moved it? The thing is, our item system doesn't work like that. Yeah. 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 Stupid? Yes. Yeah. Totally. Should it work in a different way? Yeah. 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 For now, we'll just recreate it on the spot. And respawn it in. Grim, do you wear that shirt outside? Yeah, I did. Although I had a jacket on. One time, some guy walked by me on the street one day. It was probably like a year ago. And they just yelled out, Fortnite! And I was like, I want to die. Anyways. Legit just walked by me. It was like, Fortnite! I was like, yeah. Yeah, Fortnite, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, had that happen to me. I didn't respond to that person. Yikes! Okay, so when we remove the item, we gotta respawn the item. You could have told them to buy suit for hire. You didn't ask him if he wanted to run some duos later? No, I don't got that kind of like social prowess to just do that. I don't got that aura. Need the suit for hire t-shirt? Nobody's gonna know what the hell I'm wearing. But you are right. If I can find a good company to do like a good print, and while at the same time have a comfortable shirt, I would get myself a suit for hire shirt. That would be bangin'. Okay, so all we need to do now is when we leave the store, we need to respawn it. That's it. We just need to make a respawn system. However, I think that should be a function. To respawn the item. Eh, eh, eh. Windows Notepad for game dev. Oh, you know it, brother. Windows Notepad, and on top of that, Notion, and then on top of that, we got a Trello page. We got the whole party here. We got the whole party here. Got the whole party here. Need a custom blueprint for items on preview. We actually can delete that because we don't need one. Okay, so now we just need a function that will respawn. I can't speak anymore. I'm getting really hungry. No, we don't open MS Paint here. That's a different stream. That's a different streamer. That's an actual successful streamer. I'm just a guy who hits the go live button. We don't boot up MS Paint here. All right. Should we make the function on the goodbye shop manager? Yeah, I guess we should, right? Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Spawn item from data. We're going to take 2 inputs. Item data without a capital D. Get some data, little item data asset. And then we'll do another thing in here. Tags. Gameplay tag container. Item tags. Okay, spawn item from data. Okay, the next thing we need to do is in the shop item detector, we need to have a manager. And that manager will be the goodbye shop manager. So then that way it can directly interact with the manager. The the regional manager. Okay, so the regional manager, then we'll go from the manager. Will you be able to demand to talk to the manager? No, no, this is a very corporate place. You cannot speak to the manager. There's also no refunds. No refunds. It breaks all of the EU laws. All of them. So we got item tags we can feed in there. The horrendous looking, it's time to make some subway lines. I gotta say, this is probably one thing I would like to learn C++ for, is to escape the subway lines. Dude, what? Data, item data, which variable is it? From item pickup, what the fuck? Item, it's just called item. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, whatever. Jay, Subway's good? Not anymore. I don't know about that. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. The scratch mindset. Oh shit, how do I give it the durability? Oh, I could just read it from the data asset. Right. So we actually do want to do it like this. Item data, item data, item data. And then in here, item tags. Yes. We've got it. We're in. We're in. This should only happen from the server. So let's do a authority check. Because it's spawning a whole ass item. So now. Let me check. Hold on. Shop item detector. Spawn item from data. Okie dokie. Now the next thing is to do it when it removes it from your inventory. That is the next one. All right. Okay. Let's see if it works. Okay. So, rock. Spawn the rock. What? It bounced. Okay, record player. Now, I know it's still equipped when we have it. Ooh, when we delete something that's equipped, it still kind of stays in our inventory. Interesting. Okay. I think we're figuring out a bug. Okay, that's good. But it works. It brings it back. It's all good. There's nothing even here. Why is I can't even drag it. Okay, good. Nice. So now you can't cheat it. Okay, first let me go throw a hoop. Hold on. Let's see. Is today a good day? Is today a good day? Oh my god, it's a great day. Holy sh... Oh my god. Incredible day. It's an incredible day. First try. That took me 2 weeks to get that back in. Okay. Now, obviously, the shop is not done. We need to be able to purchase the item. Randomize item to purchase. What if you dropped the item right in front of the trigger volume and tried to pick it up from the outside? Good point he has. It's true. It's true. Well. Maybe we just stop any line traces from being able to go through the entryway. It's cheaty, but it might be our only shot, is by blocking visibility calls. Everybody shh. There's a jam. Maybe, Yami, but the thing is it only calls on begin overlap, not when you pick up an item. What the hell? I thought it would... Like, I am going to make a system where when you start the next run, it's going to check whichever items in your inventory anyways, but we should at least, you know, like, stop it from the beginning, you know what I mean? When we try to interact with things, what kind of trace is it doing? Oh, for objects. Interactable in physics body. Ow. Oh. I see. So this is one way we could do it. We just block the line trace. Now, could we pick it up while we're inside of the volume? Let's see. What? It's not even blocking it. I might have to do collision enabled. The gabba goes. You can't shoplift? No. Okay, I would be okay with shoplifting being a mechanic if... I don't know, maybe it incurred debt. What if someone threw the item from the inside and another one outside caught it in the air? Right, so that's basically what we're trying to combat against here. I think I'd be okay with shoplifting, but it'd have to be like... Wait, what the fuck? It's like not, line trace for objects, interactable physics body. And for some reason, it's completely ignoring that. Okay, box. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm stupid. Because this has to be interactable. Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. All right. Now we should not be able to do it. I think it'd be cool if you could maybe shoplift tiny items, but you gotta like find the mechanic to do it, right? I think I'd be okay with that because then that'd be kind of cool, right? It's like you find a spot, maybe in like the office where you can slip something through, you know what I mean? Then maybe you can like find that item later on. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. So now we should no longer be able to interact through it. However, let's see if we're inside of the object. Okay, so you can no longer... when you're inside, it only interacts with the box inside. So you can't... You have to be within the zone. Okay, cool. Wait, hold on. What if I throw it from here? Oh, fucker. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, you. Oh, you. Oh, you. Oh, you. Hits face and wall. Ugh. Ugh. So, is that is quite literally just possible from... Wait, maybe the system broke. Ah, it would appear my system is broken. Maybe because now we set it to interactable rather than world dynamic. We could set it to a physics body, although I would really appreciate if we didn't do that, because honestly, this is really fucking stupid, but I guess we'll just put it to physics body anyways. I suppose we'll put it... Okay, so that would solve both issues. Or maybe cause issues. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's go through the garage door. Oh yeah, we're changing it up. Okay, so first off, let's see. Okay, that's fixed. Can I go through it? I know the equipped item, we gotta fix that. Can I pick up an item from the outside? Yes, I still can. Oh, fucker. Oh, okay, we might need an end overlap as well. I don't think we need 2 volumes. I think we should be okay with just 1. I think it's just a basis of figuring out all of the little quirks people can do. The end overlap should fix that specific issue, but we'll see. Dong. LLC tax info on Steam site was incorrect. I hate to see it. Oh god. Oh no. Dong. Okay, hold on. Put you here. Now if I try to pick you up while halfway in the volume. Okay, then it ended the overlap. Okay, so then at least it got it when we ended the overlap. However, what if I go in here, I pick it up while I'm halfway in. I loot it, and then I throw it. Nope, still caught it. In fact, it was so good, I think it spawned 2 of them. Hold on, I need to double check that. Did I do that right? Huh. I think what's happening is it's calling begin overlap and then end over. Oh, right. This is truly some fucked up shit. Here, Flick. So then this will make it so the overlapped actor, it's going to check that the other actor is not equal to the current overlapped actor. And it's going to do all this shit. And then it's going to destroy the actor. And then do a bunch of good stuff. And then if it's null, that's okay. Because then that will just go through. Or, well, maybe... Let's see. hold on. I'm trying to scroll up. Should have the time still, but it's annoying for sure. Shit's really confusing for single member LLC. Yeah, I don't know how any of that functions for a single member LLC. I don't know. For me, I have basically a very separated entity. So... yeah. Alright. So, let's see here. We got one camera. Okay, looks like it did not duplicate it. Let's do a double check though. Always check 3 times. Okay. Here's the plan. We make this zone fucking enormous. It's big. It's huge. It's a ginormous box. There's no way anybody's getting out of this one. We've increased the security in our Walmart by adding 2 sets of metal detectors. I'm going through the windows. You know what? At that point, you deserve it. Take it, champ. Take it, champ. Just in, California startup R3 Bio revealed to be working to grow headless human clones for organ harvesting. Why did they call this R3? God never intended for this shit to be done this way. Grim, why don't you just make a door close shut? I don't know, but that's a great idea. I actually really like that idea, but I'm not going to do it right now because I'm too lazy. So I just made the box larger. Listen. That's a really great idea. However, no. That's a fantastic idea. I'm really glad you suggested that. I will potentially look into that in the future. It'd be great if the door shuts, the item explodes outside, and the person stealing gets beat to death. No, an anvil falls on their head. Dong! They try to steal the item, and then an anvil just suddenly appears out of nothingness and falls on their head, and then they become a flattened piece of paper temporarily. All right, Shirley. Oh, come on. Make them think they got away with it? Yeah. Just get flattened. Why is it always the coal? Santa? Okay, it would appear I'm going... What? Okay. You literally don't make any sense. And now it works just... Hmm. I have no idea why it did that. Ugh. If it's Walmart metal detectors, they need to keep going off at random times, whether or not anyone's there, and stay quiet when the person's stealing like a cart full of alcohol, TVs, and microwaves walks through. That shit's the worst, man. You walk through a metal detector, and you literally didn't even buy anything. Nor did you take anything, to be fair. And it just goes off. And it's like, ah, great. Can't wait to deal with this problem. Why not make the box the size of the shop and only do end overlap? Well, yeah, we could do that. Yeah, well, we could, yeah. Yeah, we could do that. All right, chat, I'm getting really hungry. Thank you for dropping by. It was a pleasure. A great stream. We got a hole-in-one. And by hole-in-one, I mean hoop-in-one. Hoop-in-one. And, I'll work a little bit more on this off stream. This simple thing. Stage 1. It's just stage 1. We'll come up with a much better version. But we do need to make off stream. I'm going to make it so you can actually purchase the item, and then it'll appear in your train. And then from there, we at least have the basics in, and then we can just figure out the rest of the details later on. I'm not too worried about fucking players bugging it out and shit. We'll obviously fix any of those bugs, but we just got to get it in and then work it out. And then, yeah, and then morphine or something. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thanks for dropping by. Great stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's a Wednesday. And I'll see you then. Yeah. Thanks for dropping by. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'll raid Worka. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go say hi to Worka for me and have a great day. See you tomorrow. Take it easy. Stay hydrated. Drink water, maybe coffee, or have a snack. I'm really hungry. I'm just thinking about food right now. Okay. Goodbye.